Hello Scorpio, welcome to your mid-May reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I will be pulling a Celtic cross for your energy today, but I'm going to start off with a couple of archetypes first. We already have a flipper and we have the desert. Oh, and the heart. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to consult the book because these cards are very, very detailed and I don't want to tell you anything wrong. So, we have the desert first. Now, the desert talks about drought. It talks about badlands. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright and its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, and the coyotes' call surround you. Let the wind and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. You've been through the ringer, haven't you, Scorpio? I feel like you've been through quite a bit within the last couple of months, and your readings have been suggesting the same. But I feel like through this journey that you've been undertaking through the metaphorical desert, while you've been hunting and searching for water, that thirst for life, I feel like it will finally be granted for you. Why? We have a total full moon lunar eclipse in your sign on the 16th. And if there's anything that can get the gunk out from the deep dark depths of your psyche, it is now. This is when you can address all the shadowy aspects of your life and remove them from your psychology for good. I think this journey that you've been taking through the desert is finally at its end, and you can finally reach the oasis that you've been thinking about. All right, let's talk about the heart. If I can find the page, excuse me. All right, there we go. The heart is the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. Wow, the last line made me a little emotional. But I feel like with the desert and the heart, Scorpio, your love life may not have been doing so well. I feel like there has been a period of, there's been a dry spell, let's put it simply. But with the heart coming about, I feel like you don't need to leave that heart empty just because you may not be in a relationship right now, or you may be waiting for someone's return, or you may be waiting for a fresh offer. Either way, don't leave your heart center empty. Your heart is your life force. That is the center that pumps blood, that goes to all your organs and keeps them functioning. Fill your heart with life, laughter, music, nature, art, children, animals, whatever it may be. This is fifth house energy. It's the energy of Leo. I feel like once we leave our heart open and once we start embracing all the beauty that life has to offer, we pull ourselves out of that desert. We don't need anybody else to do it for us. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what your tarot says. Oh, I love it. The Ace of Cups, right in the heart of your reading. The High Priestess is the challenge. I said something very similar to Libra. It's almost like you're having a hard time trusting not only your heart but trusting your intuition. And I don't know why you would do that, Scorpio. You are the most powerful water sign there is. I'm a Cancer sun and I'm still saying that. Your intuition is supremely on point. Your gut is supremely powerful. And I feel like some of you may be questioning what life has to offer because it's been offering crap so far. I feel like you're worried that history is going to keep repeating itself if you keep your heart open. And it's almost like you feel like your gut is telling you that, your intuition is telling you that. I don't think so. I think it's the fear that has overtaken your mind. I think it is the fear of staying stuck in that desert, which is leading you to assuming and presuming. You don't know what the future has to offer. You are thinking of the fears in your mind as your intuition talking to you. That is not your intuition. Dig a little deeper. Meditate on this lunar eclipse in your sign, and it's going to give you so much insight, because the Ace of Cups showing its face and the heart showing its face is telling me that there is something out there that can truly, truly be your oasis. What is your focus? Two of Swords. Indecision. You're stuck in your head. Some of you may be confused about which path to take, even when it comes to your careers. And this could talk about two offers in love. This could talk about work-life balance. This could talk about a million different things. But I feel like you see how these two birds are bickering about who's going to stay in the nest, in the birdhouse. And because of the bickering, they don't get to decide, and they both stay out in the cold. Sometimes we are presented with planetary transits like our beautiful Mercury retrograde, where our mind can move a mile a minute and still get nowhere. If you are stuck with a decision right now, don't make it. It may not be the right time to do so. When it is the right time, it will not be a decision after all. You would have decided. All right, let's see what's in the recent past. Five of Pentacles. There was abandonment. You were abandoned. You were made to feel left out in the cold. You couldn't really build a home within anybody. It's also possible that this could relate to your career as well. Some of you may have lost out on jobs. There's a sense of apathy here, a sense of sadness, a sense of where do I go next, a sense of feeling alone, of being isolated. I'm glad that card is in the past. Let's see your crown. Oh wow, we have two. Your strength is the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Practicality as well as logic. I feel like you, as a water sign, it's beautiful how your energy is very different from Cancer and Pisces, your sister water signs. Cancer, Pisces can wear their hearts on their sleeve. They can be extremely vulnerable and naive in relationships in particular. But I feel like you're not like that. Though you have a huge, tremendous capacity to love, you do prioritize your stability and your mind over anything else. And I feel that that is your strength right now. That is what is keeping you going. That is what will keep you afloat. Not letting anybody take advantage of the goodness of your heart is going to ensure you don't have to undertake that journey through the desert all over again. What is your immediate future, Scorpio? The Queen of Swords, the King and the Queen of Swords together. You're a visionary. I feel you like you're looking at the future very ardently. You're looking at the future and planning your next move. I don't see you stuck. I don't see you stuck at all. I did sense a little bit of fear here, but I feel like you're taking matters into your own hands. You're not being vulnerable. You are setting boundaries. You're setting rules for yourself and you're following them. And I also feel like telling you, I suddenly got this, that you are upholding the oaths that you have taken with your higher self. The promises that you've made to your higher self, you are upholding that truth. You're not letting anybody come into your life who can disrupt your peace anymore. That's quite nice to see. I like that. Just make sure that any kind of previous heartbreak doesn't make you bitter. That is why I feel like with the desert, the heart is here to tell you to keep your heart open. Though you're prioritizing logic, you don't want to disregard the heart center completely. You know, I did mention the importance of the heart, and I don't need to tell you how important it is. Not only as an organ, but as one of the central chakras of your body. Let's see, how are you showing up to this reading, Scorpio? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You may have Pisces heavily in your chart. You may be dealing with a Pisces. But I feel like your strength is the fact that you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and look at different perspectives of life. You're willing to climb mountains and look at different vistas and expand your horizons through those visions. I feel like you're not stuck. With this whole visionary approach and with the Hanged Man, you're willing to suspend yourself in order to open up brand new opportunities for yourself. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. This is not a stubborn energy. This is not you sitting in your fields and being like, okay, well, this is how it is because I said so. You are being empathetic, and I wouldn't expect anything else from you. Being water, being fixed water at that. You can hear my dogs barking. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's pull a card for your external influences and circumstances that you may or may not be aware of. You're showing up as a very balanced human being, Scorpio. I'm so glad to see that for you. Oh wow, the Wheel of Fortune. The universe has your back, my friend. The universe is working in your favor. How beautiful is this reading? You have suspended yourself, which is exactly why the universe is stepping in. Because once you release control is when the universe can do its magic. If you keep controlling every single aspect of your life, you do not give the universe any room to play. But I feel like you're inviting that universal energy, that beautiful frequency into your life, and the wheels will start turning in your favor. This whole aspect of being afraid of your intuition, I see that shifting. I see you trusting yourself. I see you trusting this energy. Divine timing is at play. My goodness, what a beautiful reading. Let's see, what are your hopes and fears? The Page of Swords. You're afraid of what you may learn. You're afraid, I think, of this eclipse. You're afraid of what will be unearthed. You're afraid of the whole quote that people talk about, curiosity killed the cat. I feel like you don't want to explore too much. You don't want to almost being in that state of ignorance is bliss. Once you become complacent in this Hanged Man energy and you almost give a trust fall to the universe, you can stagnate to an extent. It is a very precarious balance that needs to be struck. You still have to do the work. You know, the universe will do its thing, but you can't just lie back and do nothing, right? So I feel like with the Page of Swords, there is still this energy of you having to learn a few things. Learn how the law of not just manifestation, not just the law of attraction, but how the law of assumption works. Google it. Learn about it. Learn exactly where, which planets lie in your natal chart. I don't know why I was guided to tell you this. Have a look at your natal chart. See why you are the way you are. Do a little bit of homework. And I feel like you will finally be able to understand why and how you've been molded into the person you are today. I don't get all of this with the Page of Swords normally. It's strange. Anyway, let's see. Possible outcome. 10 of Swords. Overthinking. Get out of your head. I'm going to get one more here. I feel like there are too many downloads that are coming in towards you right now, and you're again mixing up fear and intuition. The 5 of Wands. I know what this is. There are people around you, Scorpio, who don't carry the best frequencies. There are people around you who look at life and love as a game to an extent, and that is putting you in your head. That purity of spirit that we are born with, that can get tarnished as we grow older and as we, well, indulge in different activities and talk to different people and indulge in different relationships. That purity of spirit, of the heart, gets tarnished. I feel like you need to start removing certain energies from your life to make sure you can truly be authentic to yourself. All right, let's get a couple of tea leaves to close off the reading. Ladder, climbing towards success. Yes, slow and steady. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Keep that in mind. Don't disregard any conversations just because we're in retrograde. Pin, new job or career. Beautiful. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, all of that was in the past and you may be attracting a brand new opportunity for yourself. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. On point, is it not? Trust your intuition, Scorpio. It will never lead you astray. All right, that was your reading. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.